Hello students, welcome back to our new YouTube channel Physics Sketch. Today we are going to solve another new interesting problem. So now already we have solved this problem in video number 1 and this question in video number 2. So you might have gone through it. Then this is the problem that we are going to solve. This is a new kind. So I think you will find interesting in it. If you will get it interesting, please share it and subscribe it. So in this problem, so again we are going to adopt same method by applying the Newton's law, second law of motion, and also we will apply the constant equation to solve this problem. Okay. Now in this case, there are three ideal pulleys A, B, C, and these are the two pulleys. They are also ideal, but they are fixed. Then mass of the pulley A, B, C. Each mass is 1 kg, and there is no friction between the string and the pulley. That's why it is called ideal pulley. Okay. Now, since it is an ideal pulley, the tension in each string is same. So tension. So in a single string, everywhere tension same, because the string starts from this point. Let's say it starts from the point A. The tension is T. The same string is going this way. The tension is T. Again it is going this way. Again tension is T. Again tension is T. Because same string, everywhere tension remains the same. So here also tension this one. So here also tension is this one. Because this string connects this body as well as pulley B. This string connects this body as well as this. So tension is all the internal forces. This is the problem number 3. So we are going to solve this one. So now in this case, the tension is same everywhere, the same tension. Let the acceleration of the body is downward. That's the acceleration of the C. Let the acceleration of the body is downward. That is acceleration of A. Then acceleration of this body is also downward. That is equal to acceleration of the pulley B. So the accelerations are acceleration of C pulley, acceleration of A pulley, acceleration of C pulley. Tension is this. The number of variables in this problem are, the number of variables are T, then acceleration of the pulley A, acceleration of the pulley B, and acceleration of the pulley C. These are the variables we are going to calculate or find in this problem. So to solve this problem, so you know, as we have calculated, that is the 4 number of equations are required. So here since there are 4 unknowns, acceleration 3, tension T, and it is ideal pulley. So that's why the tension is same again. So I am repeating the same thing. So okay. So in this case, to get the equations, first let us develop the relation between the 3 accelerations A1, AA, AB, AC. To develop the 3 unknowns, I have to apply the constant equation. The constant equation principle is net work done by the tension force on the system is equal to 0. Why? Because tension is the internal force. The work done by the tension force is 0. So upon derivative, it will be tension into velocity summation 0. Again tension into acceleration 0. That's why I am writing this one. So now the problem starts here like this. Summation of tension vector dot acceleration vector is equal to 0. This is the first equation. Okay. So now this equation I will apply here. So let us apply to the equation. Now let us start from this point A. So when I will apply this point to the point, let's see. So acceleration of pulley C is downward and acceleration, the tension on the C is 2, tension upward. So tension is upward, acceleration is downward. So here theta is equal to 180 degree. So that's why. So now I will write this is the 2t is upward, acceleration downward. Thus that is equal to 2t into acceleration is equal to AC into cos 180, because dot product means AB cos theta. Then come to the pulley B. So pulley B upward tension is 2t, downward tension is t. That is equal to 2t minus t into acceleration of the pulley B is downward, but net tension is upward. So that's why. So the pulley B is equal to this much, and it is equal to cos 180. And for the pulley A, same thing, then 2T is upward minus this tension T. This tension T is downward into cos 180 into acceleration of the body is equal to acceleration of the body is AA is equal to net acceleration is 0. This is the equation number 1. So since T is common everywhere, you can T cancel out, then it will be how much? That is twice of acceleration of C, 180 is minus 2T minus T, that is equal to minus AB, then it is also minus AA is equal to 0. So my equation is 2AC plus AB plus AA is equal to 0. This is the constraint equation. That means the relation between three accelerations is obtained. So I am writing here. So that is equal to same method. That is the acceleration of the pulley A plus acceleration of the pulley B plus twice of the acceleration of the pulley C is equal to 0. This is the constant equation. The constant equation is over. Now to get the three more equations, I will take the free body diagram of each pulley, then I will solve separately by applying the Newton's second law. So now they applying the Newton's second law. Now I am referring like this. Now I am drawing the free body diagram of the pulley C. So when I draw the free body diagram of pulley C, so that is Newton's second law, that is summation of force, net external force is equal to mass into acceleration. So now force is a vector quantity, acceleration is a vector quantity, that's why I am giving the arrow over the vectors. Okay? Now, to apply the equation for the pulley C, so when I will apply this equation to pulley C, now the equation is summation of force is how much? Pulley C is going down. So now the down means it is the downward force is mg. So now let us make the diagram so that it will be more clear. This is the tension, this is the tension, this pulley downward force is equal to mass is 1 kg into g, mass of the pulley is 1 kg, it is going down with acceleration AC. So when I write the equation, since it is going down, I will write 1g minus tension is 2t is equal to mass is 1, acceleration is AC. So I am getting equation AC is equal to g minus 2t. So this is the equation for pulley C. So I am writing here the acceleration of the pulley C is equal to g minus 2t. This is the equation number 1, equation number 2. So now equation for the pulley is over. After getting the equation of the pulley, now so you can able to get the equation for B and equation for the A. To get the equation for B and A in the same manner, let us proceed. Look here, this part I am removing. So because I have noted the information what I got from this, I am removing it. So now come to the free body diagram of the pulley. Free diagram is a very interesting concept. So when you will be applying a free body diagram, that means you are showing the part only, and other parts are connected, how they are connected, other elements how they are connected to this part, they will be connected by the forces. That's why when I will be showing the body B, so look how this is the pulley B. I am drawing the free body diagram of the body B. So now come to the pulley. This is the pulley B. Pulley B is tension upward. Here tension is upward. Again there is a downward tension T. Again there is a downward force of 1g, because pulley has weight 1 kg. This is equal to 1g, and it is coming down with acceleration b. So once you are showing the free body diagram perfectly, so there is not a chance of any error. So now I have shown the free body diagram of B. Now this is the free body diagram of the B. What are the forces? Upward T, upward T. Another string is connected to C. So T, weight. I have shown weight mg. It is going down. So Newton's law says that T plus 2T. So T plus 1g minus upward 2T is equal to mass into mass is 1. Acceleration is equal to AB. So this shows that is equal to g minus t, because t to g minus t is equal to acceleration of the body b. Then I am writing down. So here acceleration of the body b is found to be g minus t. So this is the equation I have got. So this equation is for pulley B. Once I am getting the equation for pulley B, so equation 3 is over. Look, the way I am getting. So I am solving the problem, making the fluid diagram. After making fluid diagram, then I am making the equations. The equations I am writing in one place, side by side. So that when I will solve the mathematics now, once physics will be over, now I have to solve the mathematics. That's why I am keeping the equation in one place, so that I will not be in problem while solving the problem. So you please also follow. If you like the idea, the way I am explaining, you please follow this way, and also you can solve the problems. Now I will go to the pulley number B. So write down, I am writing pulley. Okay, this is the pulley, this is the mandatory one has to write. So which three-body diagram you are drawing? I am drawing three-body diagram of A. Upper tension is T, another upper tension is T, there is a downward tension T, again there is a downward force of 1 into G. Pulley A, mass is equal to 1 kg. It is also coming down, I have shown in the figure. Now I will apply the equation. What is the equation? Net force on the body is equal to mass into acceleration. So who is net force? The acceleration is downward, so net force will be downward. Again, since I am showing acceleration is downward, obviously I will say net downward force is more. So T plus 1g, that is equal to T plus 1 into g, that is g minus combinedly 2t is equal to mass is 1, is equal to mass is 1, acceleration is a, this is acceleration of the body a. So this gives you T minus g minus t is equal to acceleration of a. Now the equation number 3 is acceleration of the body a is g minus t, equation number 4. Now all the equations are required. You know, to solve a problem having 4 unknowns, we need 4 equations. Otherwise, you cannot solve a problem. So now I have got all equations. Now same problem is with you in front of you. Only equations I have developed. When I have developed the equations, I have applied the laws or the principles. So now I have solved the equations already in video number 1 and video number 2. So already you have solved problems. You may refer. So any problem you will be getting. So refer it, and you will be, if any interest in it, please share it and subscribe it. So now come to the equation number 1, that is equal to AA plus acceleration of B plus twice of acceleration of C is equal to 0. Now put equation A here. So AA is G minus T plus AB is equal to G minus T plus twice of acceleration of C is equal to G minus 2T is equal to 0. Now how many G? G, 1G, 2G, 2G, 4G. 4G, so implies. So 4G minus T, 2T, this is your 4T, how much? 60 is equal to 0, correct? So T, 2T, this is 40, 60. So 60 is equal to 0. Then from this I will get 60 is equal to 4G. So T is equal to 2 by 3G. So this is the tension in the entire problem. So tension in the entire problem is equal to 2 by 3G. So let us now write down the answers in one place. So here I am writing the answer in one place. This is the acceleration of A, acceleration of B, acceleration of C, and tension. Tension I got 2 by 3G. After getting the tension, now I will go to get the equation of acceleration of A, acceleration of B, and acceleration of C. So look, so interesting this step. The same steps I am following in all the problems. I am following the same steps, same procedure, same method, same style, so that you can able to understand. If something will be missing in video number 1, you can get in 2. Then similarly you can get in video number 3. This is my video number 3. Same constant problem, Newton's law, to solve the problem in this style. So now let us apply here to get the acceleration of A. So the acceleration of A is equal to G minus T, that is 2 by 3G. So it is coming to how much? G by 3. So acceleration of A is G by 3 So in which way I have come downward? So I am writing A is equal to G by 3 downward. Next, what is the acceleration of B? So acceleration of B and acceleration of A, see, same thing. So acceleration of B also how much? That is equal to G minus T. It will be getting G minus 2G by 3. It is equal to also G by 3. So B is also coming down, G by 3. How do you know that it is coming down? Because while solving I have taken let all accelerations are down and I am getting the positive response. Positive means what I have assumed, that is the direction. So now come to the last one, acceleration of 3. To get the acceleration of this body C, acceleration of C is equal to G minus 2T. That is equal to G minus 2. T is how much? 2G by 3. 2G by 3. So it is coming to be G minus 4G by 3. Yes, it is coming to be minus G by 3. So the acceleration of C is found to be minus G by 3 because I have taken downward. I will write downward because while solving I have taken downward. So what data or what answer I will get, that I will write minus G by 3 downward. Then you say, what is the meaning of downward negative? So downward negative is nothing but I can change it, that is equal to G by 3 upward. Same thing, you may write this, you may write this, both are correct. So now the problem, this problem I have solved completely. The 3 number of problems I have solved by using the constant motion. So now, few problems I am giving to you. So please see in the coming video classes. So I am going to solve. Please note down all the answers I have written. So now in the coming class, so I am going to solve a very interesting problem. The problem is like this. Look, you may have come across a situation that it is a block. Look here, it is a block. The block is placed on a friction, the surface having coefficient of friction mu. The block has a mass m. Now this is the center mass of the body. A body is pulled by a force P, which is passing through the center mass of the body. So when you pull the body, then the weight of the body is acting here. This is the weight at the center mass of the body. When you pull the body, then the reaction will be coming to this position. This reaction will not be acting through the center mass upward. The reaction will be coming to right. By what distance the reaction will come to right, that is called normal reaction. That is called normal reaction. So here the normal reaction will not pass through the center mass. By what distance the normal reaction will come to right, that I have to find. So in this problem, this is another problem I will solve. So another problem I am going to solve in the class, that is this one. So another problem, the problem is, these are the two identical blocks. These are the two identical blocks placed on a surface having friction. These are the two identical blocks placed on a surface having friction. Now these are the two blocks, they are placed on the surface having friction, mu mu same, body mass m m same. Now the two bodies, a rod passes in between, a rod is passed in between, but the rod is not touching the ground. Now somebody is pulling the body by a force F. Now my question is, which body? Let's say this is body A, this is body B. Which body will move fast? So either A will move fast or B will move fast. A rod is vertical, straight. The rod is vertical, straight, just tight fit, and no friction between the rod and the two bodies. And the rod does not touch the ground, and friction between A and B is same. Mass of each body same. When I pull it, which body will move fast? This problem we are going to solve. Thank you for watching my video.